What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, and in this video I'm here to basically gush about something that in my opinion has been a long time coming, and just kind of here to show you a little bit about the new stash tabs, so on and so forth. I don't know when they officially dropped on PC, but on console they dropped yesterday, and unfortunately I didn't catch it, but I did realize that they were very, very cheap, only $4 a tab for a lot of extra space. Now, what I will say is they are strictly less space efficient, or less squares specifically, than, for example, a quad tab for the gems. I feel like the gem stash tabs should have been bigger, and I'll show you why. So first we're going to go ahead and go over these little stash tabs. If you can tell here, we kind of we have some tab space, right? We made some tab space. We can now do farming sessions, but right here you have a total of 500 slots for flask, which I think is perfect. I think 500 slots for flask and not 500 squares individual is perfect. However, if you go over here, we have 500 of 500 on both, well, almost both of our gym tabs. One of our gym tabs is only at 466, but I left space open because I will be farming awakened gems more, and this tab is mostly awakened gems with a lot of 2123s and stuff like that. Obviously, there's going to be a little alt quality mixed in. This tab is purely alt quality gems. Every single one of these gems is alt quality. So, because that's the case, I kind of am stuck with getting two gym tabs instead of one. They're only $4 though, so if you're a standard avid standard player such as myself, and you have the interest in getting these tabs, what I will say is they are worth it. If you do not have nearly the collection I do, then don't get two. Like, I have an insane collection, and this isn't even all of them. Like, I can honestly buy another two of these, I think, and still have need for more. I will make a disclaimer. There are 21s in here, like 21 zeros or something like that, but they're Val or just miscellaneous 2020s from old builds, in case I need to ever pick them up, or in case they sell. All of my gym tabs are for sale, if you can tell here. So that's just the way I have it in case I want to sell anything. We have an insane collection, so we are able to literally make a pretty good amount of currency off of these if we so chose to price these out. The really convenient part about this is the fact that you can highlight specific colors, such as I need a green gem. Alright, well, what green gems do I have? And then you type in the green gem in case you have it, right? Like, for example, if I put greater, I'll go greater here, and it'll show up right there. There's greater, multiple projectile, and greater volley. And then if you scroll down, it'll highlight any other ones, such as level 1s, as well as, like, I think that's just, what is it? I don't know why that came up. I actually don't know. I think it's something to do with Blade Vortex, but I don't really play BV, so. But yeah, that's just an example. And lower level ones at level like 10, 15 will show up. And they're very well sorted. I think it's really, really good. And then if you do, like, I need red or green, you can just like select one, or you can deselect this and do red. And we can go like, oh well, I need a alt quality multi-strike. What do I have? I have Divergent 2020. Alright, reduce attack speed but increase AoE per repeat. That's interesting. I have the Anomalous, which is that, or, so on and so forth, right? Anomalous, Divergent. You can just basically sift through these. Now, if you can tell, I have a bunch of inspirations, and that's because inspiration is one of the gems I use in Ice Shot the most. We have a whole plethora of them. I'm pretty sure I have more, or I had more. I think I sold them in past leagues just to, so I wouldn't have that huge a stockpile. But just to show you, like, we have a good example of this. So the flasks, oh my god, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the flask ones. So just as an example, it sorts these by item level, right? But you can further sort it by the type of flask. For example, if I need health flasks, all my health flasks are right here and sorted. And then if let's say this one, for example, I had level 61. Let's say I don't need this one, I can just always trash it, right? Or like this one, Seething Divine, I don't need this one, I can just trash it. And but I mean, honestly speaking, I have 156 out of 500, and that is a lot more space, strictly speaking, than one gym tab because that's 150. That's 500 times two for 1,000 squares. I don't know why they only selected it for that, but you know, it is what it is. You just have to roll with what you got. And we can probably find all of our flasks from all of our tabs and start filling this up really well. You see here we go to utility. We can actually turn off the if we go like amethyst flask, right? I'm pretty sure this just means unique flask, but if we go to unique flask, you can now see all of our uniques. This is every single unique flask I have put in here so far. I'm pretty sure I have others strewn about my collection. And then of course, if you really want to, you can sort it a little bit, but I mean, it doesn't really sort. It kind of does. Like if I take out all my, if I put them in an order, I think they should sort. Like just kind of showing you guys so like you can make the decision to get this yourself. Normally I don't make content like this because you know, I'm not one to just say, hey, go support GGG, go spend your money, blah 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 blah. That's not me. But if it's something that's this detrimental and or this helpful, I will gladly support this kind of thing because, especially again for an avid standard player such as myself, this is insanely good for me. This helps me keep all of my stuff extremely well organized, and I can't like be more appreciative of that. We do have a couple of the crappy Cinder Swallows, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Cinder Swallow, Cinder Swallow. We actually have quite a few of the decent ones as well. But yeah, there's that, and then you know you can just kind of sort them as you see fit, so on and so forth, and voila, they're sorted. Um, as you see, and then if you actually can sort by base type by pressing the little stick here. This will show you granite, bismuth, mana. You can go item level, and it looks like it just unsorted everything if you do it by item level. So, you know, you can kind of sort them, and then you can go quality, whatever you have that has quality on it, like the highest quality will show up. Then 20 quality here, and then down here, you know, we have 0, 6 to 10, so on and so forth, and that's pretty cool. And then of course, if you don't want to do that, you go through these. It's really helpful. Like honestly, I thought it was gonna be a hassle to look for my stuff, but no, it's super easy to deal with. Then here we can go base type, gem level, quality. So anything that's quality 20, like if you know you have a quality 20 gem and you just need to, you know, get it out, you just go quality and search for your 20 qualities and you're good to go. So yeah, I figured I'd kind of give a PSA on these. I do recommend if you are a avid player of standard and or a major grinder in league, like a good example would be if you like to farm a insane amount of heist and you know you just want to pick up every single unique flask you have and price it for 1C so it all sells. This is a really good way to do that. And as far as the alt quality gems go, it's an even better way to keep those priced. Unfortunately, there is no way to sort by priced and not priced, so you have to kind of remember. One thing I would remember, excuse me, one thing what I would do is if you are deciding to, you know, buy a whole bunch of alt quality gems and price them, I would price them all for 20 quality, because 20 quality ones will, one, sell for more, and two, sell quicker than anything without quality on it, because fact is people can be lazy, right? Like for me, for example, if I see a level like a 14 quality gem for like 50C, but I see someone took the time to 20 quality a gem and it's like 70C, I'll spend my time and go spend the extra 70C because, you know, even though it's way more, you know, way more to get those few GCPs on there, that means they took the time to do it for me. And that means if I don't have any GCPs, I don't have to fight the market, I don't have to buy some, so on and so forth. Like, I only have a lot of GCPs here because I just recently, you know, haven't been qualitying any of my gems, including my awakened gems. So I don't really have a avid need to sit there and dump a bunch of GCPs on stuff. And I actually don't need any gems right now, so it's kind of balances out, right? Now, I know do have a grind video coming. I have been actually farming up the maps to do this grind video because it's a very specific grind that I have to be very specific and very like unique to do. It's going to be a tutorial, from head to toe. This is what you do: A, B, C, D. What you can expect from it, etc., etc. Um, it is definitely going to be, as I said, expedition. And tomorrow I will have another grind video for a different farming, which will probably be essence because I have been wanting to farm more essences. I am at 0 essences currently, and they have a lot of the sextants that give you an extra essence in map. So I figured I'd do a straight up essence grind as well. I believe I still have essence on here. Do we still have essence? I believe so. I might be wrong. We don't have essence on here, but I mean that doesn't matter too much. We have shrines, we have abyss, we have a couple other things, and there's no infused essence to my knowledge. Yeah. So that being said, I would say that you know, these fabs are definitely worth it, especially if you're like me and have a lot of like need for stuff like this. Another thing I wanted to kind of mention is I believe in my last video I had been you know, saying I've been crafting, so on and so forth. Well, I've spent a lot more currency. As you see, my currency is now down to 31 exalts, and I did some crafting, and I made some pieces of gear for a new build, which I haven't yet decided exactly the build, but I am working on that as well. And these pieces are these items right here. Oh no, not that one. Hold on. Where are you? Right here. So this one is, I believe, going to be another ranger build. I want to use this pair of gloves on another omniscience build, so I either have to farm omniscience or buy one. I'm pretty sure they're relatively cheap right now, and I can always just buy divines if it's low rolled or farm for them. It's not a big deal. But as you see here, we have T1 Dex, T1 Chaos Res, T1 Lightning Res for the suffixes, and we have T1 Flat Fire, Tier 2 Life, and then increased effective marks and crit chance for attacks. Now, the reason why I like this is because, well, it has an open prefix, so I can craft on something like the damage during flask effect, and if I have Mage Blood on, it's always active. However, I could spin the Exalt craft, which is damage during leech, which I kind of wanted to play with to see if I can make a super leech build, so on and so forth. And I really like these again because they have Chaos Res on them already, along with Dex. And the T1 Dex, again, if you remember my last video, is the highest roll you can get for any attribute on, I believe, boots and gloves, going up to 60 Dex, whereas the rest of them, even with essences, only go up to 58. So, on top of making these, I actually I made these a little while ago. These are another pair of ROG items. Like, both of these are ROG items. They're really strong. This one is action speed implicit with 35 movement speed. Again, tier 2 life. I have cannot be frozen on it. And a double tier 1 attributes. Again, this is an omniscience build with a little bit of life regen. I had planned to kind of tweak my MF for a little bit. Maybe drop some MF gear and put a little bit of omniscience on it. That's where I kind of had the idea for these two pieces. We'll see, and go from there. And the action speed is actually insane. It is literally like your attack speed, your movement speed, you know, all of the above just goes up, and you just end up zooming. Another awesome pair of boots that I got from ROG is this pair of boots. This is a little bit different. So I wanted to kind of make a build that was a raider that use these boots instead of Dark Ray Vectors, so it's not going to be a Frenzy stacking raider, it'll probably be an Onslaught raider. And I want to use these boots along with Duressos and push Onslaught effect as high as possible, taking the increased effective Onslaught nodes and getting whatever effective or whatever elusive I can get. Now, this raider may not be a bow build. I'm thinking that this raider is going to be a claw build, and as such I do have an extra claw, and I have an extra shield that I can put on, you know, use for that. And I'm hoping I can make another lightning strike, but not a Val lightning strike setup. So, that being said, those are a couple of my crafts that I made. These are all from ROG. I would say if you're going to use one of the guys out of, you know, this league, one of these guys, ROG. ROG for sure. I did do Chujin and I spent all of the currency I could. I think I made about 200 chaos and like, you know, a bunch of other stuff. It's definitely worth it. You're not gonna waste your time doing it. The only reason I even stopped is because I filled up my whole inventory full of stuff and I was like, yeah, I need to sort some stuff before I put in more contracts into my stash, because, you know, I have a lot of contracts and so on and so forth. And that was just kind of something that I needed to take care of. So, alright, so that's covering, you know, what I'm going to be doing and everything like that. I do hope you guys enjoy this little bit of exposition more than anything. This video is mainly here to, you know, let you know, hey, you know, there are options available to you. See if I can, you know, resubmit my offer on these. So I have a reason why I'm getting these. Oh, this is a demise. I'm lowballing you, dude. Hold on. I'll offer that guy like 5x on his demise. See if he accepts. I don't mind paying that for demise. Cool. Alright, so and let's go really quickly go over, you know, why I'm using a Hiri's Bite instead of a Hiri's Demise. Well, if you can see here, Hiri's Bite has 43 dex, 24 and 25 strength. These all go up to the 5s, like 25, 25, 45, so they go up really high. And this, strictly speaking, is better than Hiri's Demise. Hiri's Demise only goes up to 30 all attributes, which is just 30 omniscience. Whereas right here, if you calculate it out, you end up with 43 plus 25, that is 68, 78, 88, 92 omniscience. If they're all perfect rolled, that would be 95 omniscience. So even like right here, I'm not missing a lot, and I got this quiver for 2 chaos, or like 1 chaos. I think that's what he had it priced, his price. And it is perfect attack speed roll, it is perfect life gain on hit, and it's almost perfect everything else. And when you get 92 omniscience for one item, it's pretty strong, right? Like 92 is 9 pin. So if I were to go to Ice Shot all the way down, we have, you know, cold penetration 161, right? It's actually, I think it calculates 10 pin because I have percentage stats somewhere. But yeah, see right here we have cold pin 151 up to 161 just off of the quiver, and that's 10 pin and 10 all res. This is really good because, you know, I don't really need a lot of stats on my quiver. Like the gain fizz is cold and stuff like that. That's a little bit of damage, and you know, the extra arrow is obviously, you know, going to be better. However, with this I have life gain on hit, and I gain 7 life on hit, and I attack insanely fast.
My mana is gone.
Because I attack insanely fast, I can kind of like gain my life back. So if you're going to build a bow omniscience build and you don't want to sit down and spend, you know, 50-60x on quivers until you get the one you want, or you don't want to try and ROG yourself a quiver, which at the moment I haven't been doing quivers with ROG because I've been doing boots and gloves, as you can see. Until I get one more item done with ROG, I'm gonna, you know, kind of just leave it as is. But this is a very strong quiver for you. So especially if you're using Ice Shot, this quiver is like one of the best in slots, with increased area of effect, increased attack speed, flat cold, life gain on hit, and then a bunch of omniscience for you. And it's just overall going to be a better quiver than a lot of other things would be. So yep, that's about it. I have come and said what I needed to come and say. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, about future farming, or you want to see anything specific, you feel free to leave me a message. Today, what I will do most likely is I will start expedition farming, but I will, I'll start it on a little bit of a low tier level, a budget tier, just to show you a little bit about, you know, what it's gonna look like on that budget. And then when I get to the insane, like I have 50 maps all rolled up with X, Y, and Z, these maps are, you know, perfect for this and that and that and that, I'll be glad to share those with you as well. So as of now, this is Beam. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's just mainly me just gushing over the new tabs and a little bit of, you know, exposition on, you know, me crafting some stuff. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one, man. And as always, take it easy.